So you will take as long as you give yourself to do something, right? And this was first very prominent to me in school when the teacher would say, all right, it's Monday, your project is due on Friday. And guess what everybody would be doing on Thursday night? They would be trying to complete this project. Everyone's texting the group chat, yo, what'd you get for number 17? What are you guys doing for this? Who's done the project? Who's only working on the project now at 12 a.m.? Yada, 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 right? And so begs the question, why do we wait? Why do we wait till Thursday to complete a project that's due the next day when we could have had the entirety of the week to do it? It's simple, because you will take as long as you give yourself to do something. And so take it for the gym, right? If you're going to the gym and you say, I don't have a time, I've got the next couple hours, I'll take as long as it takes. When you walk in, right, you may go and, this is you, okay? This is you. And you walk into the gym, right? You walk into the gym, right? You may see your friend. And you may say, hi, friend, yada, 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 right? And then you walk to the next room, and you see the employee, and you go talk to the employee, right? And then you see another buddy, and you go talk to another buddy. And next thing you know, 30 minutes has gone by, and you haven't even started working out. But who cares, because you have all the time, right? And then you finally start working out, right? But in between sets, you are sitting on your phone, you're scrolling some Instagram, brain rot, yada, 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 right? And next thing you know, 5 minutes have gone by, you haven't even done a set, right? And you finally do some sets, etc. And now, let's just say it's been 2 hours, and you're just wrapping up your workout. Now, why did this workout take you so long? Did you actually do more? Did you actually get more done? Well, no. But you knew that you had a lot of time, so you just let yourself kind of go loose, right? You let yourself kind of sit around and talk to people, yada, yada, yada. Here's the cool thing, is if you said, hey, I only have 30 minutes. When you walk into the gym, you're not saying hi to anyone. And if they do say hi, you're like, hey, man, I'm in a rush, gotta go, right? You would go and you would literally zoom through all the workouts. And within 30 minutes, you would get the same amount of work done as this guy, as this previous version of you did in 2 hours, right? You literally get the same amount of work done. It will just be so much faster. And so begs the question, why and how can we apply this to our life to become more efficient, effective, yada, yada, yada. Well, it's this. You'll take as long as you give yourself. And so the cool thing about this is if you just start to put constraints on your time, you'll start to operate more efficiently. And so where I really notice this is with habits. Right? A lot of people have a lot of bad habits. And so what they try and do is they try and break the bad habit, right? They try and, let's say, for example, your bad habit is smoking weed. Let's say you smoke. You're like, oh, I have this bad habit, which is I like to smoke. How do I stop the action of smoking? Right? And I know this is a little off topic. Just give me 5 minutes to explain this. And if you don't have 5 minutes, go watch your Taylor Swift videos. Okay? Have fun doing that brain rot. Okay? LGBTQ stuff. So, what a lot of people try and do is, how do I stop smoking, right? And they try and find a way to stop smoking. Okay, I'm only gonna smoke once a week, or I'm gonna hide the smokes, or I'm gonna stop, and they try and stop the action. Here's the thing, is the problem isn't that you smoke. The problem is that you let yourself smoke. And so I know the title of this is you will take as long as you give yourself, but what it really should be is you will do what you let yourself do. And so what I mean by this is the reason why you smoke is because you have access. You see, if I locked you up in solitary confinement, right, for 30 days, guess what? You wouldn't be able to smoke. Why? It's not because you have crazy self-discipline, right? It's not because you stop the action. It's because you do not have access. You see, when you do not let yourself do something, you won't be able to do it. So if you want to stop smoking, instead of being like, oh, I got to stop smoking, literally stop doing the triggers that make you smoke. So for example, right, let's say if you notice that one of your triggers for smoking is going to parties, just don't go to the parties. Because if you stop going to the parties, you'll stop smoking because the party was the trigger for you smoking, right? Or let's say if you realize that the reason you smoke is because you have a bunch of smokes anyway, stop buying them. Do not buy them. Do not go to the store. Do not buy them anymore, right? If you do not buy them, you can't smoke them, right? If you have buddies that you hang around with, friends that, offer you a smoke or you always smoke with, stop hanging out with them. Just stop the trigger. And I realized this when I did this for my social media addiction, right? I feel like everyone nowadays is addicted to social media. I realized, wow, I spend a lot of time scrolling my stupid iPhone, right? scrolling this thing on some stupid, YouTube shorts or Instagram reels. And instead of trying to figure out how I could not be addicted to YouTube and how I could stop scrolling, you know what I did? I just deleted the apps. And when you delete the apps, you physically can't go on it. Like, I'll literally go on my phone now. I'll even show you my phone. This is what my phone looks like. I have 5 apps, and I have grayscale on it. It's ugly. I can't do anything on my phone. There's nothing fun to do on my phone, right? And sometimes I'll literally open up my phone and just stare at my locks, stare at my screensaver. Because I'll just be like swiping back and forth. I don't know what to do, right? Because it's so boring. And so what happens is when you get rid of the trigger, you stop doing the action. And so if I go back to this thing is you will take as long as you let yourself, you will do what you allow yourself to do. And so if you think of this in terms of like productivity, how can I be more productive, right? Instead of trying to do some hack for like, how can I, mentally trick myself into doing the work, simply just remove, like most of productivity isn't like actually doing more, some secret. It is just this. Removing distractions. That's it. If you can remove distractions, you'll become more productive. And so what I mean by this, look at my taskbar here. You can see I don't have many things up here. Right? I have a lot of tabs open. I should probably close these. But like if you see, like I only have a couple things. So let's look at my toolbar. If I can show you, look at this. I only have 4 things. And this one, music, is usually closed and you can't see it. There's barely anything to distract me. On my desktop, which you can't see right now, I have nothing on my desktop. Nothing. No apps, no pictures, no nothing. Why? Because I want to remove distractions. On my desk, I'm guilty. I need to do a bit better. I have a notepad. I have my phone. This is probably the worst one. You should get rid of this. But my notifications are off, so I can't get notified, which is cool. And I have a water bottle. But the more you remove shit, right? This is partly some of the reason why I got rid of all the stuff in my background. Is the more you remove stuff, the less distracted you can be. The reason why most people struggle to do things is because there's too many triggers making them do other things, right? So for example, if I go on YouTube and pull up my channel first, let me actually go here. Look at this. I've got Newsfeed Eradicator. So I can't even watch, like there's no videos. I can't even see anything. Look at this. Look how boring this is. There's no videos. I can't click. I can't do anything. Boring. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. And so it's hard for me to watch YouTube because most people just somehow end up on the YouTube home screen and, this video looks interesting. If I want to watch a video, I literally have to go and search out that video. Let me go watch Alex Becker's latest this video. You know what I mean? Like I literally have to actually go and find it, which makes it more difficult. There's added friction. Okay? And so this saying, you will take as long as you give yourself, really is you will do whatever you allow yourself to do, right? And so if you jerk off a lot, just find out what triggers you. A lot of people, they get triggered because they see a lot of hot girls on Instagram. Delete IG and you'll stop jerking off. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but it's actually how this shit works. And so the sort of takeaway and how you can implement this is instead of trying to stop the action, right, and not do the thing that you don't want to do, figure out what's the cause? What are you allowing yourself to do that's causing you to do this? Right? So for example, if you realize you waste a lot of time in the gym, start to put a time limit. Start to literally want to take this level up. Let's say if you have meetings all day, right? Meetings. And then you have a 45-minute break. And then you have meetings again. Go to the gym here. And you will see how much more productive you will be at the gym because you are like, oh shit, I have to get back for this meeting. And so you will not allow yourself to talk and mess about because you have to go in there and get it done. And what will happen is you'll become more productive. You'll become more effective, right? More proficient, if you will. And so the moral of this whole video is that you will take as long as you give yourself. Other ways said is you will do whatever you allow yourself to do. And so if you want to stop doing things that you don't like, stop allowing yourself to do them. Let's say you're a big gamer, right? You're a big gamer and you really want to stop gaming, right? And you try and say, I'm only going to game in the weekend, only going to game at night, only going to game at this, but you still, find yourself doing too much. You know the best way to stop gaming? Sell your PC. Because if you sell your PC, you literally can't game. You can't fucking game. Like, you can't game if you don't have a PC. It's like if you wanted to not sleep. If you wanted to not sleep, get rid of your bed, get rid of your blankets, get rid of your curtains, and you would sleep way less. Like, don't try to not sleep. Just get rid of the things that would make you sleep. Don't try to not game. Get rid of the things that would make you game. It's so simple, right? If you want to work harder, right, or work more, etc., just get rid of all the things that make you work less. So if you realize, oh, my friends, my phone, my family, right, my roommates, my whatever make me work less, get rid of them. Move to a new place, buy a new phone number, delete your old phone number, get rid of your phone, turn off your notifications, just get rid of the things that would stop you from working more. And when you start to remove these things, you start to see how much easier it becomes to work more. It's just very, very cool phenomenon. Instead of trying to actually change the thing, just remove the things that stop you from doing that thing. Instead of trying to find out how to work more, just remove the things that make you work less. It's that simple. It's just removing the distractions. That's all it is removing the distractions. Instead of trying to find out, oh, how can I work more? How can I be more productive? Find out the things that make you less productive. Find out the things that make you work less. And then just get rid of those. And when you get rid of all those things and you have nothing left, imagine in your room you had nothing but a bed and a computer that could only open one application, which is the application you use to work. Think about how much more productive you would be. There'd be nothing else to do. You don't have extra gimmicks. You don't have a book laying around. You don't have, a notepad to draw in. You don't have random games to play with. You don't have other apps you can open. You just have the things that you're given, right? And so when you do that, it becomes impossible to not do the thing you want to do because you've just made it that you allow yourself to do the thing you want to do. It's really simple, okay? So remember this phenomenon next time you're trying to figure out how to work harder, yada, 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 is just remember you will do what you let yourself do. You will do what you let yourself do, and you will take as long as you let yourself. So instead of saying, instead of writing on your to-do list, let me complete this thing by next Monday, say, I'm going to complete this thing by today. Today. No exceptions asked, right? Nada. I'm going to do it. And if you remove all the distractions, you will get it done. Why? Because you put constraint. You put time on it. A lot of people, this is actually a really cool team experiment you can do. If you have a team, right, and let's say you assign them a project, ask them, how long will this take? Right? How long will it take? And they'll typically give you an answer, right? And whatever the answer gave you, it's a lie. They'll be like, it'll take me 3 days. You say, okay, cool. And if I put a gun to your head and said you have to finish as fast as possible or you die, how long would it take you? They're like, I could probably finish it in 4 hours. You say, great. I'll chat with you back. I'll chat with you in 4 hours. I hope it's done. And you notice how much people over-exaggerate this number, right? And how when they're put under pressure, they can get the same amount of work done in less time and have it be just as good. Why? Because there's a constraint now, right? If someone said, it's going to take me 7 days to complete this project, you say, great. If I put a gun to your head and said it had to be done in 12 hours, could you get it done? Yes or no? They'll typically say yes. Amazing. Do it then. Right? People just place these constraints on themselves to allow themselves to have 7 days. It's not that they need 7 days. It's just they want 7 days. Why? So they can spend the first 6 days dicking around, and then they'll spend the last 24 hours actually working on it. We all do this to ourselves. So instead of giving yourself the time, constrain the time. Right? Constrain the time, and you will get more things done faster. So hope you enjoyed. Hope this kind of made some sense and can let you be more productive and make some more monions.